everybody, Accureye here, and welcome back to Accureye's 101, talking, well, not really a 101, but more about Accureye talking about characters and where they land for ranked battle. I do apologize about my last talk video. For some reason, the audio that I recorded got lost. I do apologize about that. Hopefully this video will be fixed today. But anyway, we are talking about Dalsum today, or Dalsum. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name. And he is probably by far one of the third lowest or fourth lowest rated characters in the game. Mostly this is because of the fact that he just does not stand up to, the other characters. He's not as viable of a character as anyone else. He is a fairly low rated character, and you will see that as we progress through the game. Of course, you will see the facts of me, struggling to, show that he actually is a good character. Now, at this point, I was showing you both V triggers, the Yoga Fire and the Yoga Burner one. And while I was doing this, I actually figured something out about the Dalsum that I didn't really expect to figure out, which is actually that his second V trigger is actually a little more useful than when I first fought. At first, I thought the second V trigger, as you can see, I'm trying it out here, was pretty bad, and I was like, V trigger 2 is worthless compared to V trigger 1, which creates, as you can see here, that little fire, or the Yoga Flame, or Mystery of Yoga Flame, And then I ended up finding out about this. As I switched to V trigger 2, you'll see here that even though this V trigger 2 is a little more useful for Dalsum than V trigger 1, it did actually make me think that Dalsum, I thought Dalsum might have some actual viability, but sadly I was mistaken. As I first suspected, he's still a pretty low ranked character. So, as you can see, Dalsum actually his little orbs, while they can't be spat at with Yoga Fire, or should I say Yoga Flame, which is the arcing one, and as you saw there, I was pretty successful to hitting it. I did find out that Yoga Fire, or the one that he blows straight, actually does create the bigger orb, which you see, and you'll see it here. So you see, and I thought that might bring Dalsum back to maybe me thinking of him as more of a mid-tier character, but sadly, yeah, he's still a real low-tier character, and you'll see more about why he's like such a low-tier character, especially as we progress into the battle, which is very soon. Now, like I said, I thought the Dalsum would have some viability yet, maybe being a mid-tier character, but as I fought before, even learning about that orb thing, he's just, with it. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead here and head into the battle, Alright, so we're going to be heading into the battle, and as it is, I took time to search, but of course, I didn't want you to be stuck waiting with me. Anyway, so as we searched for the battle, I was trying to come up. But anyway, here we go into the battle, and you'll see that even with Cammy, who's a bit of a low to mid-tier character, and Cammy is a bit of a low to mid-tier character. She does have some viability, but I'll get into more of my thoughts about where Cammy leads herself into into ranked mode. But yeah, so this is where I was kind of thinking, maybe the Dalsum or Dalsum has some actual viability as a low to mid tier character, and this really kind of, I think, sealed the fate for me to really knowing that Dalsum as promising as it may have seemed for him to be, for him to be, uh,
Round one.
well, yeah, sorry about a yawn there. But as promising as I thought he might have been to being maybe a high tier character, or even just a mid tier character for ranked mode, you know, he just proves to not be. I mean, you'll see how in low tiers and whatnot, he just doesn't perform, like. And it's kind of sad to see that, that it just, it was just unfortunate because obviously, sorry about the yawn again, but obviously, it's just like he just doesn't perform. He just is not in, he's not in the range of being a great performer for,
Round two.
for the medium to high tier characters. He's a very low tier character, and it's kind of why you don't see Dalsum used very often outside of competitive or ranked mode, because he just doesn't have the ability to really stand as a mid tier nor the nor the low to mid tier character. So and that's probably the main thing that really throws me into my position of being being absolutely just I guess you could say somewhat disappointed with Dalsum, because obviously there are times where a Dalsum can get lucky, and you'll see that there are times where like this one here, where I had a real close call with this Cammy, but but Dalsum just can't perform, And unfortunately for mid or even high tier players, you're not going to get the performance you need, nor you'll get the performance you want for battles. So, but anyway, these are my thoughts, of course, with Dalsum. As it is, don't think of my guides or my thoughts and my videos here as the be all end all guide, the be all end all the be all end all thought or process, because obviously my my guides here and my my thing here is just it's basically my thoughts. These are the facts that I think, and I still believe that anyone who is competitive in Street Fighter 5 may also think of the facts that Dalsum is just not a high tier, nor is he a mid tier character. He's very low tier. He just doesn't have what it takes to be known in the mid to high tier range. And I mean, even here where I got lucky with a win, again, that probably came down to more of my skill rather than Dalsum being actually a low to mid tier character. I mean, or rather than actually Dalsum being a mid tier character, or even being a worthwhile character. So, so that's why, you'll see it here where, like, I got that win, and you're probably thinking, but Accureye, you just got a win there. Don't you think that does change your opinion to maybe him being a low to mid-tier character? And I would say that in some cases, yes, that might be true, but in the case of my thoughts, and in the case of just opinion, I just think that, personally, I got a little lucky there. I got lucky, and you'll see it here that, in some cases, I mean, for the most part, even though I win this match, even though we go into a third matchup, I think that just came down to more skill. And looking back at it, it does seem like it was more based on skill rather than me actually being good at the game, me actually being good. So, You know, and that's why, you know, at least in my opinion, you
Round
know,
one.
even going into this third match, I think I just got lucky because of my skill and because I was able to read out this Cammy and be better than this Cammy, because you'll see it here that the Awesome is just not able to play or even meet the demand of a mid-tier, let alone maybe even a high-tier character, you know, because he just doesn't have the skill set. He doesn't really have the you know, the ability to be that type of character. So so honestly, I mean, you know, even though I'm getting close, and you see it here,
Round two. Fight.
that in many ways I'm getting close. It's just not enough to it's of course just not enough to get there. It's just not enough to win the entire battle. It's just, you know, unfortunately as is. But anyway, so these were my thoughts. The Haslam is a bit of a still low tier character. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. You know what to do, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Well, you know. And these were my thoughts with the Awesome. But, you know. Anyway, if you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Get subscribed. Hit that bell notification so you know when my next video will drop next, because I am working very hard to continue producing more videos for you every day I can. Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays I'm on streaming on Twitch. But thank you everyone for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, get subscribed, hit that bell notification so you know when I drop the next video. And until the next one, this is Accureye signing out and saying farewell, everyone.